guys, welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to share with you my recently finished sketchbook. So this is a Pith Lumia sketchbook and it sits somewhere in between A5 and A4 format and the paper is 200 GSM. So let's jump in. I started it in June 2025 and finished it just recently, but this is not the only sketchbook that I'm working on, so it could take me a bit less time. As usual, the first page is with some swatching. Here is my selection of Holbein acrylic gouache, and it's good to see all the colors that I have at the moment, and the same with the colored pencils, which I use quite a lot. I wanted to start with something cheerful, so my favorite subjects to draw are animals, and I drew this very cute piggy that we saw on our short trip. I took this sketchbook with me on location quite a lot at the beginning because it was summer and the weather was really nice, and I love drawing outside when I have a chance. You can see some landscapes here. I didn't feel very comfortable with the new size at the beginning because I thought that this was probably too big for me at that time. So I was drawing just on the pages and wasn't sure that I could make anything bigger. These were made in the botanical garden and they are very loose and rough because I was just figuring out how the sketchbook holds the materials I usually use, and I honestly didn't have enough time to draw anything bigger. But then I started this one, so I thought, well, even though I'm not finishing it on location, I could do it in my studio. And I love how the road created this movement across the pages, and I love all sorts of different plants and shades of green that I saw. It was so inspiring, and I finished it at home when I had enough time and I could add more details. This one is very unfinished and I left it at this stage because I didn't know how to finish it. But I kind of started to feel a bit more confident and comfortable with the size of the sketchbook. I realized that I just probably need bigger brushes to make sure I can fill in the page quickly. And then we have our illustrators meet up with the girls, so I had a chance to draw some portraits. And this one is from the live drawing session that I started visiting last year. So I did this one and did another one the same day, and I like this one a lot more. I love the composition, love the posture, so yeah, I think this one works much better. This is Anita, a wonderful artist from our meetup. And I love this portrait and the colors I used here, and even though it's very loose and quick, I love the energy of this sketch. And these are also girls from the meetup. By the end of the day we had some nice and relaxing time to draw each other. Then we had a short trip to Merisi waterfall with my husband, and it was such a beautiful place to draw. And there were not so many visitors that day, but I saw this grandfather with a tiny girl and their lovely dog, and I started this one on location. I did anything that I could at the time and finished it at home. I'm not sure if the composition works well here and the values, so I drew the thumbnail after I finished it to think how I can push it further. And yeah, I just tried some character designs with different materials, and I will probably make just a separate piece out of it. I've talked about this spread in my previous video with Neocolors. Initially it was a sketch after a live drawing session, so there was a model here. But it didn't work well and I really hated this sketch, maybe because of the amount of pinks and red that I don't normally use that much. So I used a fixative, took some references of cats, and I'm so happy that I did it. Now it's one of my favorite spreads in the book. Here we had another trip to Merisi. It was near the waterfall that I showed earlier. There were tiny houses surrounded by mountains, and it was a really beautiful place to stay. I haven't done much on location, to be honest. I was just trying to put some brush strokes and catch some color combination, and that was it. So it was very rough and unfinished, but for me it's very important to have this starting point because it helps to keep the energy. This was the second one, and I think it has a bit better composition because it has a clear focal point and a bit more contrast, and I love it. I used a lot of Neocolor IIs here. Here I started drawing the cats of my followers on Instagram, and this is Anya and her lovely adopted kittens. She's also a wonderful illustrator. I will leave all the links in the description so you could check it out. This one is a portrait of Katja's cat, Belka. I do have a better version of it, and Katja is also a wonderful artist. And yeah, a few portraits from the meeting. I don't think I had too much time to draw that day because we talked a lot about Illustrator's career and stuff like that. And here is a spread that I have a process video for. My friend gifted me 2 limited edition sets of Neocolors, and I just wanted to explore the color palette to see how it works and compare it with some of the colors I already have and how close they are. All the videos will be in the cards, so you could also check it out. After trying out new sets, I wanted to record my full mixed media process of working on an illustration and how I use Neocolors. So I made some swatches to see how I could layer the materials with them and check the fixative. And yeah, I love this illustration. This spread is from my favorite cafe here in Batumi. They always have beautiful seasonal decorations, so it's lovely to see each time they change it. And since the weather was not so good for location drawings, I started spending more time in my studio. This one is from the fish market. I took some photos when we were there. It's such a great place to draw with so many characters, fish and seafood. And I also saw a cat that was trying to steal some food. I hope I could draw there this year. Some plants and dogs near the fish market. There are lots of stray dogs in Batumi and I really love drawing them, so there will be even more. I started this one with a watercolor because I thought maybe I need to try something new. And I was very quickly disappointed because even though the paper is thick and works really well with the mixed media, I didn't like how it worked with watercolor. So I covered almost all the watercolor marks with acrylic gouache. And I think it looks lovely. These were made in December. You can see some new decorations in the cafe. And I love this one. I think it's my favorite one from the whole book. Because I do love the characters, I love how the silhouette of the dog works here. I do love the colors because I was kind of avoiding yellow and orange in my palette. And I think I've managed to capture this sunny day and the mood and the weather. So yeah, I love it. A few more attempts to draw dogs and the girl from the previous page, but it didn't really work. And this one is lovely, but it doesn't work as well. Maybe because of the composition, but I do love the trees here and these orange colors with the sky blue, and the dog is lovely. So these are from January, as there are some Christmas decorations still in the city, and I saw these cute girls with the gifts. This one is something different as I'm rarely drawing still life, but I kind of like it, and I'm using orange again. These are also from January. We have a sunny day, so I wanted to capture the golden hour light. I've been working from references, but still I was trying to keep them quick and loose. I do love this one, inspired by the walk on a gloomy day. I love the tiny spot of light here and some pinks in the sky. So after I made this one, I thought I'd like to build a bridge between my sketchbook explorations and my client work. And I could do some kind of illustration based on the sketches that I made. So I did this one. I took the same scene but added some characters. I'm not quite happy with how it turned out, but it was like a good exercise to make something that looks more like a children's book illustration. This was also inspired by the walk. I wanted to capture these beautiful willow trees. I don't think it turned out really well, but I do love the sky. Here I also switched back to traditional gouache for a while and made this one as well. And here is a new chapter for the sketchbook. We decided to start a weekly Zoom drawing sessions with 2 of my wonderful artist friends, You can check their Instagrams. The first session was like an experiment, and we quickly realized we'd like to make something more related to the illustration work that we normally do. And to make sure we don't rely too heavily on the references, we choose 3 to 5 photos to work with and make an illustration or sketch inspired by all of them. So the first one was like a test sketch, and this was already based on 3 different references. These drawing sessions allowed me to explore new color palettes, new subject matter, and new places. I really enjoyed it, and I hope we continue doing it so that I could share with you the result from a long distance. This was from our second drawing session, so here we more or less try to not stick to the one reference, and I love it. I mean, the sketches are rubbish, but I was really happy to step out of my comfort zone. Then I draw from my own references that I took from the work. I do really love this girl, and I did some character explorations later. And each time I feel stiff in this sketchbook, I just switch off to my royal talents. Here are the willow trees again, but I'm not sure if I like it or not. And more dogs. After I make something that isn't really working, I love to kind of cheer myself up with the subject that I absolutely enjoy drawing. And it's always about animals. It either could be dogs or cats. And I took a lot of photos from our walks, and as I told you, we do have a lot of stray dogs in Batumi, so they're basically everywhere. And this was our third Zoom session. And it kind of didn't really work. I think that it looks a bit more closer to potential illustration, but it has different levels of stylization, which I don't really like. But yeah, anyway, I think I can make something interesting out of it, so this was a very useful experience for me. And the next drawing session, I think I started to feel a bit more confident and to ask myself some questions. What do I want to do? What is the main thing that inspired me out all of the references that we have? Is it about a light situation? Is it about the color? And yeah, I think I kind of started to feel that I have a bit more progress. I realized that I don't want to leave it just as an exercise, but I want to push it a bit further. So I decided to make a whole spread with characters in a park with those blooming trees. I can't say I'm happy with it. It still feels a bit stiff, and I kind of lost the lie that I had in the previous page. But that is absolutely okay. I just started it straight on the paper and was trying to figure out how I will move something and to figure out the composition right on the spread. So I think that was also very useful. This made me keep going and experimenting, which is really great. And again, I'm back at my safe space with drawing dogs. This one is my tiny friend. I'm not sure he really knows that we are friends because I can't say he's very friendly, but he lives nearby and he's very cute and very beautiful. He has different colors of eyes, blue and dark brown. And each time I see him on the street, I do say hi, hello. And this was a very unexpected cafe visitor that has been caught. Here I wanted to draw a character dog, not just sketches. Something that could be potentially a character in a children's book. I think this one is good. And I really love this one, even though the head is not in the right place and I think it's smaller than it should be. But I do love the movement that I captured in the sketch. This one is dull, and I think that the main problem here is that the sheep kind of disappeared and you can't really say whether these are rocks or sheep or what's going on here. But again, it's okay, not all of the work turned out good. And this is the last spread, and I wanted to finish this sketchbook on a positive note. And at that moment, I felt like I wanted to draw Heidi in the mountains and to do some character exploration. And I love it. I think it turned out really great. And the very last spread again is for the swatches. A few words about the sketchbook. So, what are the benefits? The first one is, I think, the open binding, which allows you to open the sketchbook completely flat on any page. The second thing is the paper. So this paper is thicker. It buckles a bit depending on how much water you usually use, so I can't say it will be flat, but that is expected. The color of the paper is way better than in the Royal Talents. It's still off-white, but it's not too yellow. And I love the size. The only downside I can say is the price. This sketchbook forced me to think more about a bit more finished pieces, which I think is a good thing. And I already got myself the next one, so you can say I enjoyed it a lot. And if I want to mess around, I do have my trusty Royal Talents. That's it for today. If you made it till the end, let me know what's your favorite sketch in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!